Wow. I can't believe what I'm seeing. So I'm actually just in this commercial center where I know you have watched me through your CCTV camera because I've seen your comment already. You know me now. I'm a psychologist. Just like I'm everything you can ever imagine on this earth. Me, I'm everything combined together. So I've already observed and I've seen that you have washed your head when I was eating. You have calculated your head. You've seen what happened here. Maybe you had your cameras over there around there. You know, you always have your workers, your pedo stalker local monitoring spirit. You put them, or maybe this camera right now, there is a camera there too. So you always have your CCTV cameras everywhere. In case you saw that dusty crusty by mistake in my camera, in my video, that man and his son that look like trash, they've been there doing Arab and Amond. His head here, no hair, is beginning to chop. You know, when people are pedophile too much, they do too much evil, their head will begin to chop, 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 chop. Before you know it will chop off. Look at them in Europe. They look like trash. These are the kind of things you women, idiot, you settle down with. You open your pussy anyhow because you want societal validation. You want to be called a adult by force. I just want you to see this pedophile man. In short, I'm going to give you his video and his son. Just look at this two dusty, crusty. Just look at the unkept. You send around a whole divine being like me, this moron and his son, just like the Muslim pig, actually, that came before him. Dusty crusty, they've been Arabing, Amonding, a whole. Just look at me, a whole me. So when I'm looking at all of you, if you finish doing all this to me, if you finish emulating me on top of above 30 years of rape, sexual abuse, and assault, starting with these black monkeys, they started with the Muslim pigs, followed by your Christians, followed by your unbelievers in your Africa, in your Western world where you say you have human rights, you have equally been raping, abusing, molesting me, putting me on hunger abuse like you also did to me in the Africa that I had to eat sand, remnant and even sand to survive in the Africa while being raped, abused, and assaulted. 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning, my mates will be sleeping. I will be at the junction, hawking, sleeping under benches like this. Yes, like the one I'm sitting on now. I will go under there. I will go and sleep as a child. You have done this to me on routine. You are still continuing it. Through my teenage years, you gave me above 10 times rape, abuse, and assault in Italy with food, hunger, abuses, and assault. I reported a lot of this to the police. They never did nothing. I was in Paris. They gave me the same thing that even during the peak of pandemic, 11 of your policies, they sexually abused and assaulted me, and a black woman was one of them. I got to Berlin. It was not even up to 2 years, a year and 9 months. I was sexually abused and assaulted by in four prestigious places. Yesterday, when I was at one KFC, I was telling a girl that one of the places where I worked, they would just rub shit inside the toilet. They walk. It was actually a 5-star hotel co-designed by Chanel. A 5-star hotel co-designed by Chanel. I was working there. They will use shit to rub. It's not small shit, big shit. They just to plaster the wall like that. When it's like 20 minutes for me to go home, and I cannot leave it like that because if not, it will not sit well with me, because I know all of you on this earth, you are crank. This is why I keep talking about, and for that 1% of innocent people out there. So for that, for the fact that I know that there will be that one person that will disagree to say no, if you people are going to rub that shit on the wall for this girl to see it, I'm not going to be part of it. So it's that one person that is making me do that good. Like that 1% that is making me still talk to today, because the time will come, I'll be shutting up for eternity and be watching you pass your own blood client, your own blood clot offspring from one Arab among the Les Buddha, diddler, pedophile man and woman, sexy sex addict with gonorrhea, syphilis, herpes that you all carry and look like. So the reason why I'm doing this video is to warn you people to remove my name from your pedophile lies. I've told you, me, all the trap you set for me. I've seen a lot of your celebrities, you make them like me. I'm not your celeb. See, when you talk celebrity, I've been a celeb since I was a child. I've told you people to go and ask. In my nursery school, I'm not saying primary, nursery school, I go home by myself sometimes. I will jump the window. Just because of what? I want to have my space to myself. When I will close, I will have 5 to 10 people outside waiting to take me home as a baby. My aunties, my father's driver, my uncle, my neighbor, my classmates, mother or father. I'll have like from 5 parents or people, adults, wanting to take. Sometimes my brothers will come, sometimes my other brothers. See, it was always flooded. If I don't follow this one will complain. Oh, Adora, I told the mother you're coming. Yeah, I told her you're coming to pick up. To just not hear all those problems, you know what I do? I jump the window after we close. I go home by myself. So when you are talking of celebrity, may have been there now. Then when you are talking of poverty, I have seen the highest level, me as I'm here, the highest level of poverty that I had to eat dog food, human remnant, and even sand because of this your pedophilia you were doing to my aunties while I was growing. Then at the same time, you also push a lot of adults to go and rape little children. And I was part of the little children that has been raped in your Africa with this the same pedophilia. Because you don't only use it to manipulate adults into the hands of narcissistic strangers as partners or whatsoever you make them to become, you also push adults to go and rape little children. And I have been part of the surviving little children who have been using this pedophilia called pandemic to rape since I was 1 year old plus by a Muslim, Christian, and unbeliever in your pedophile Africa, like they've done to me equally in your so-called Western world. You say you have human rights with your FBI, CIA, NSA, ISA, all in your America, like the law enforcement agency worldwide involved in this bullshit, and everybody are pretending. Me, I'm glad I did not bet now. I will continue to tell you I'm glad, I'm proud of myself every day that I'm not in this mess with a child or with any blood-clot motherfucker, and that I did not adopt any of your bastard human children. I want you to know that I did not adopt any of your children. I'm very glad, because they will bring their delulu, their bloodline. See, I was telling that the same girl the other day, yesterday too, that I told about the restaurant, that hotel that I work where they use shit to rub the wall, that I had to clean it even 10 minutes before I leave, just for the one person that would have disagreed that they shouldn't do that. I also told this girl the same thing. I said, see, when you are friends with somebody alone, you can contact their generational calamity and agony. When you are friends with narcissistic mad people that have generational curses, generational doomness, generational calamity and agony, generational backwardness, they have ETDs. I told her, I know she has never had ETDs before. She has had STD. She said yes. I also told her, I said ETD. ETD can be emotionally or energetically transmitted diseases. MTD, mentally transmitted diseases. Like you have STD, sexually transmitted diseases. You can contact it from these people only from being friends with them. So class of you now go and have sexual intercourse, then some people will even end up giving birth to narcissistic children inside this narcissistic relationship with the narcissistic strangers that two people use this pedophilia to manipulate them into their hands. See, I'm just looking at you people, See, me, I'm glad now. Look at all what you've done. Just look at what you reduced me to. This is me, a homemade 15 years in Europe. 15 years in Europe. If I had walked by now, I will be having a book, because I have calculated it several times for you people. Full-time job, I'm earning 2,300. It can even get to 2,500 depending on who is employing me. Then I also get an extra job with it. When I finish paying my house rent, maybe I finally get my 20,000 in 2 years to buy my house. Because I went to my bank, like I told the guy I was talking to. I don't want to mention it, and I don't know if the person will be offended, because it's the person that sold my tents for me, actually, because I was actually telling him the other day, I was telling him that, look at my own situation. He wrote to me, it was very nice. You know me now, I'm scared of you people. Common politeness, you say it's flirting. I can't even talk to your children. Your children grab my hands, they grab my breast. Up to a couple of months ago, before I left Berlin. So I'm always careful with your children. I even run away from your children because I don't know what you've put in their head. Because for those children to be able to do those things they did to me, I'm old enough to be their mother. It means it's what you people do to them inside the house that they think all the adults on this earth do. This is why when I see you predating strangers, directly or indirectly, and then I see you with children jumping on top of you, your dog jumping around you, my heart cringes. My heart cringes, because I feel the same thing that you think towards me. I feel it that's what you are doing with those children and those animals inside the house. Because if you can have the temerity to go outside and be predating a stranger, imagine what you do with your children inside the house. When I see you dancing with your children, your brother's children, your neighbor's children, your uncle's children, your sister's children, you are being polite with them, it means flirting as well, right? Or their dogs or their cats or their animal, it's flirting as well, right? Because me, I cannot be polite to anybody again without you don't think it's flirting. So I was talking to this very, very good guy that him and his company, they made a discount for me for the tents that I've been managing before this code came up to so much like this. So I was telling him, I was like, he wrote me during Christmas. I didn't answer him because I'm no longer religious. I don't want to have anything to do with religion, and I don't want him to also bother himself. Oh, there was also another person also I met. I didn't just want to talk to anybody to come and say come and take Christmas food, because I was definitely going to turn it down. I told him this yesterday. I said, I'm sorry, I saw your message, I did not answer because I don't want you to give me anything Christmas. I'm no longer. And he even agreed in a way that he was actually going to, I would say, you see, I felt it. That was why I took myself back, because because me myself during festive period, I make meat pie, many things. My neighbor, all the grannies in my condominium, I share everything. I carry, even when my ex biological useless mother, that biological bastard mother, will still cook. I will say, let's go and give to this person. Let's go and give to this person. I will take her one. So I know how it is when it's around the ending of the year, how people do their festive period. So I stayed away from everybody. I did not want anybody to even tell me, even my people in Germany, I did not write anybody, because all the money they sent to me, I couldn't even pay a single cent back. Talk less of giving them extra money to say thank you in addition. So I just stayed away from everybody. So I told him the same thing. I was very, very sincere, because me, I'm blunt. Anything I can tell you in your front, I can say it in your back. If I can say it in your back, I can say it in your front. So I told him, I said, I'm sorry I did not reply you, because I just wanted to, shift away from this too much, festive period thing. And I just wanted to, spend it alone by my own self in my own space. Then I gave him updates, because actually I've told him my story, because I love to tell people my story. Not only him, I've told many. Ask in Sweden, in Germany, in France, in Italy. I've told, see, the people that this my mouth, I love to talk a lot, because people that love to talk truth a lot, they are never tired of their truth. So when people are thinking you are making me repeat the same thing, I'm not crazy. It's my story, because if I was dead by now, like you've done to a lot of people, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and even physically, they are 6 feet. They are never able to talk about their story. So me, I'm here. I will talk my story so that people will learn. People will know that things like this are happening. People will know how to be careful. People will know how to guide themselves. And people will know that if they are part of the people doing this to people, that we will tie them for trying me directly or indirectly, so that they and their bloodline will be so miserable, and their offspring and children will be so miserable, that they will not do it to other innocent people in the future. Because my videos, when I put them online here, you block everything. You don't want anybody to hear the truth. You're always covering everything, or you shadow ban my page. You know what you do. So this is why I take my time, a lot of time. So when I see people, I see their energy, and I weigh their energy, they have strength to listen, I tell them. Many times when I just see that they want to get emotional, because I tell them everything bluntly, body rape, sexual abuse and assault for the past 15 years in Europe, financial abuse, everything you did to me in Africa. When I see they are getting teary, I say, no, you don't have to do that. Something, even in Berlin, a lot of times when I talk in the train, people cry. I tell them, I'm not. If you cry, I stop. I tell you, when I tell them if you cry, I stop. All of them, they start. Mainly, they just clean their tears. I tell them, I'm not talking because I'm against you. I am raged. I'm disgusted at your human race. I am human phobic to everybody involved in this shit. Whether you are Arab, Amanda, Les, Buddha, Anna, I don't care the group of idiotic nonsense you belong to. I am against you, and I'm against you for life. Like someone was trying to post, oh, it's not like I don't just want person and nobody in my life. I want to be single, but I also want people to know that I'm not against them. I don't want them to be angry. Me, I'm against you. I want you to be angry if you play with people's sanity, if you play with people's mental health, if you are part of the people that put people mentally, emotionally, psychologically to become homeless on the street, jobless on the street. Before people can go and approach them, they will not be so low that they will not have anything in their life before you now troop strangers and narcissists to go and stalk them. If you are part of anybody that they've done that to, and you are joining them to do it to other people, I'm against you. I hate you. I dislike you. I want you to be pained. I want you to know you are disgusting. So this is why I take my time to always tell people my story in person. When I see that they want to cry, when I talk to the crowd, I say, if you are a crying crowd, you want to cry, I shut up my mouth. I just go to the other ending of the train, because I don't want people to get emotional when I'm saying it. I know it's heavy, but it needs to be like this, because it's the truth. It has to be heavy on you, so that when you carry the heaviness of the truth, you will know how to stand your ground. You will know what to do with your life and what not to do with your life. You will know what to permit people to do around you and what not to permit people to do around you that cannot give you oxygen to breathe. So me, I've been taking my time talking to people. If you people think I'm a fool, no. especially in this Sweden. A lot of people, see, I'm telling you, a lot of Swedish indigenous, they're against this entire pedophilia 360 degrees, both against the strangers, the foreigners here, and against their fellow Swedish joining the foreigners here to practice this pedophilia. I'm not even friends with them. They pass me on the streets, Swedish and non-Swedish people. I feel their energy. I know their vibe. Sometimes inside the bus, people will just be Arabic and Monday, blah, 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 blah. You will see people on my behalf, their energy, they want to just, it will look like they should just choke the motherfuckers pedo talking inside the train or inside the bus. These things are, I didn't experience it anywhere. I didn't experience it in Africa. Nobody came to my rescue anytime. All the above 30 times rape, sexual abuse, and assault from childhood, 1 year old plus. Nobody was there ever. It was always yes. And then in your Italy, nobody. Upon how many times I reported different occasions like that to their bunga police. They never did anything. They write their useless statement. They go and drop me back at home. They take me back home. In France, you use 10 of 11 of your policies during the peak of pandemic. I don't want to talk of how many breast ass grabbing you did to me with strangers on the streets, but only the 10, 11 policies used to sexually abuse me, and a black woman was one of them. A black woman was one of them. I don't want to talk about that one. Then Germany gave me above 10 times sexual abuses. Me, I don't have anything. Racism never happened in Germany. For people who talk about the experience racism, this and me, I never. As I'm here, nobody racism self. People cannot bring it to me. I was also explaining to the homeless shelter people where I was sleeping the other day, and then Italy came up, and I don't want to hear Italy, please. I don't just want to hear Italy, Nigeria, or Africa in general, or black people in general, or any Muslim people from any land on this earth in general. And I was like, and then they expanded because of what you people you've combined to do to me. I was like, so I don't just want to hear. And then they talked about the racism. I was like, Italian racism actually is not racism. It's self-hate. They were looking at me like, I said, yes, I've passed through a lot of what they would call racism. But me, I don't call it racism. Because if people hate themselves so much, how do you expect people that hate themselves to like other people? It's not possible. They didn't know where I was coming from. I said, see, these people, yes, everybody know they are one of the races. Me, I don't call it. It's self-hate. Because if they don't hate themselves, they will know that the black people, they are racist. They are their ancestors, whether they like it or not. That is one. They don't even racist only black or dark skin color people alone. They racist people from outside Italy that are white skin colored like them. They were looking at me. I said, what? Not only that, the south and the north, they don't agree. The north racist the south side. That was where the person said, I said, you see, when I say self-hate, this is where it's coming from. And it's not only in Italy, it's the entire human race. Even black people practice this shit where I was born. Even inside a family where you have polygamous family, even you can even see brother and sister, and the brother will just be envious and jealous of the sister's growth, or the sister will just be jealous of the brother's growth. You can call it jealousy, but it is still racism in a way, that you are unhappy towards your fellow human being. So when I was just expanding, so I don't want to talk too much today because I was just going to do a very short video about this entire thing. So when I talked about the sexual abuse and what I faced in Germany, like I said, Germany did not racist me. There was nothing racist in Germany. As a matter of fact, me as I'm here, ich bin eine schwarze deutsche Person. I am a very I'm a black Dutch person as I'm here. Ich habe auch meinen Deutsch gelernt. I learned myself. I taught myself my Dutch by myself, and I'm proud of it. So I was just looking at, before I conclude this video, but I experienced sexual up to a couple of months ago. They grabbed my breasts and I asked children that I'm old enough to be their mother. So it was all these sexual abuses came from white, Arabic, Asiatic, black people. So it was not just Dutch people, so that they know Dutch people. No, it's like in Sweden now, you have everybody from all parts of the world. In Sweden, then you also have the Swedish indigenous. The same thing happened in Germany too. So they contributed white, Arabic, Asiatic, black people to do it to me. In Hard Rock, the first place I worked, I love that place. I'm always going to be mentioning the people that did it to me, so that everybody will not think it's everybody that actually did this shit to me. I know that all of you are in your different group, Arab, Amanda, Les Buddha, you are waiting to pounce on the same person or on the same victim. If this group is able to get the person, if this group is able to at the end of the day, you are all looking towards haming the same person, which means to me, If you are part of any of the group, you are all pedophiles. But in case there is any one person in that hard rock that is not in any of the group, that was never in support of the pedophilia, like I know there are a lot of people that are into this pedophilia, and then there are that few people that are not. So in case there is that one person or those few people that were not into any of these groups that predated me, because it was later towards the end that I began to notice a lot of the predation, a lot of the sexism that was going on there towards me. I didn't know. When I get to work, I hug everybody. Good morning. You will hug. So I will even help them. I will stay like this on their body like a baby. It was like, starting from the first, I remember when I went to drop my CV in September, I think on the 22nd or 23rd of September. It was my 2 days of off from work at Giorgio Armani when I was still in Italy working at Giorgio Armani. Yeah, even my bosses, they sat me down, they talked to me, they were like, Adora, it's going to hurt a lot of people that you are going to leave. We were happy that you came here. I cried as I'm here. You see my eyes are getting teary because I worked with amazing people at Giorgio Armani. I'm not going to lie. My bosses at the end also, I started fishing out some little, you see my eyes are getting red. I started fishing out some little rubbish in that Giorgio, just like 2 people or so, but the rest people are amazing motherfuckers, almost all of them. My bosses, they were the best of bosses there, I'm not going to lie. They also asked me if it was because of the salary. I said, I'm not going to lie, I'm a very sincere person, and she gave me my respect for that. I said, the salary is also part of it, because I'm going to Germany, I'm going to be collecting 2 times of what I'm collecting in Italy. That is one. So they even tried to like convince me, like, what if they increase my salary? I even told them, I said, even if you increase my salary times 5 of what I will be earning in Germany or any of these colder parts of Europe I'm going to, I'm still not going to change my mind. When I told my boss that, I broke her heart. She cried. She was not happy. She really felt so bad. She was like, really, Adora? You mean if we decide to increase your salary? I say, it's not just increase. Even if you increase it 10 times. Even if you increase this more than 10 times, I will still not change my mind. I've been waiting for this day. I've been waiting to really, it's been since 2013. So I told her my story, how I was in Germany 2013 already. This was 13 years ago or so. How I've been already in Germany. I worked with an Italian man. I've always said the story. I don't contact him anymore because I don't want to hear Arab Amanda Les Buddha and then spoil the relationship of father and daughter that I have with this Mr. Antonio, that is like my Papa Antonio. So I told her I worked in Germany already. I know how the system is. The mentality is different. Even the Italians outside Germany, outside Italy, living in Germany, the mentality is different. My ex-boss, 2013, I told this my bosses at Giorgio Armani that he was Italian. He didn't open his restaurant in Italy. Italian doc, I'm telling you, doc. He didn't marry an Italian woman. He married a Dutch woman. So I know it's been a long time coming, you understand. And I worked with him. He treated me like his daughter, like he treated everybody that was working with him there from all over the world. You had people from all over the world. If you just come to München, you can't speak Dutch in the beginning. They'll just say, go to Antonio. He was like father of the whole nation. If his children are coming, they come in a line like this. They are like 6 or 7 or 8 in a line. They come like a group of children. So the workers that were working with them, in his working place, you eat your morning food, your afternoon food, your evening food. You don't care whether you're eating 10 times a day. Then your salary, it starts with 10 euro 13 years ago. In 3 months, he increased it to 12 or 13 euro. In another 3 months, it goes to 15. I had workers that were collecting 21, 27 euro inside the same restaurant. See, that man was so good that I don't know. When they told me that my 2 years document, because you know when you newly come to Europe, they give you a 1 year or a 2 years document. Then after that, they will not see what they will do for you in case maybe your parents has a passport already or not. Then if not, maybe you have to wait for like 5 years. Then you now get your 10 years. When you wait 5 years, you get your 10 in Italy. 5 years, you get your 10 years permanent permit to stay. In Germany, after 4 years, you get your 10 years permit to stay. In France, after 5 years, you get your 10 years permanent permit to stay, European permit to stay. In Spain, I think it's 4 years as well. After 4 years, they give you your European permanent permit to stay. Some do 5 years, some do 4 years. Also with the citizenship, when you have spent that 8 years or 10 years. I also learned now that in Sweden or in the Scandinavian land is 8 years. In Germany it's 8 years before you request for the citizenship. In Italy it's 10 years. So everybody have their own category. So when I went to Germany 2013, I came in 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I came to, they had my documents before it came after 2013. So I was still having my 2 years document. They renewed it and renewed it again. Since I didn't have a job, I couldn't, they were just still renewing it for me with my ex-biological mother because she brought us with DNA documents. I've told everybody I did not come through asylum seeking. I'm not a refugee. I did not come through student visa, through working visa or marriage visa or childbearing visa. The number one document, DNA. Mother, bring children. Father, bring children is what I came here with. So with that opportunity, they were still renewing it for me. No job, nothing. But anytime I find a little job, they see that it's around 5-star hotel, Michelin star, this motherfuckers, when they see I'm comfortable, that I'm doing well, I want to start standing my ground, because I've always wanted to have my own place to myself, they will look for one way or the other, they will close the contract. So that's beginning already. I said no, I will not be tolerating all this job, no job, the salary not good, and when they can even make you work 8 hours, they will be paying you 8 hours money. They will pay you 4 hours in your contract pay slip. They will pay you for the other 4 hours outside the pay slip. Your pension will now be small. The contract is not matching up. So all those rubbish, let me just go to where I know I will just start. So I started touring. In the beginning, I thought with Flixbus, the little money I will have, Flixbus is very cheap. So when people were thinking I was living a luxurious life, I was traveling around Europe. See, when you are able to organize yourself well, I will go back to the story of where I was talking to this my friend, this company that sold this tent for me, because they are like my friends now. Actually, that I was talking to about my plans of how I planned from Berlin to now. Actually, the plan was there since 2022. So in life, you don't need to have all the money on this earth to be able to do certain things. See, Flixbus, with one Flixbus ticket, then I will do stops in, sometimes in one Flixbus journey, we can touch at least 7 to 6 to 10 countries. You stop, you eat, you relax, you walk around a little bit, you enter again, we continue. So I was orientating myself, and sometimes I would take the kind of one that maybe the whole journey will cost like 40 something euro. So if I have to move from Italy to like maybe Amsterdam, I will stay in Amsterdam. From Amsterdam, I will stop and spend 1 day there in the hostel. Hostel was costing, you can see €9 hostel. You share with other people. You look for it ahead. You book your things ahead. You organize yourself, because you know me, I'm not bigot, I'm not a privilegee. So when you know you don't have certain money, you prepare yourself ahead. This was what I used to do. People don't know. Maybe they thought I was living a luxurious kind of life because they saw that I had friends that were working in televisions, in radio, that were friends with Giorgio Armani, friends with Dolce & Gabbana or exes of Dolce & Gabbana. Some were princesses, some were nobles, some were governors, officials, some were working in the television, in the radio, some were producers, some were fashion designer. They were friends in collaboration with Jay Sander and all of these big names elsewhere. None of my friends ever gave me 1 cent. All these big names, no one ever looked for a job for me. Even when I would tell them I'm looking for a job, I'm not trying to blame anybody, because nobody gave birth to me. This is why I tell my mother, when you had my pregnancy, why did you not remove me? You have millions of ovaries inside your belly. If you abort a child, you know you can't take care of that. At the end, the spirit of that entity will come through another child. There is nothing like, instead of you to bring the child into this earth, you can't take care of the child. You let the child go and rest first in the spirit world and in paradise. Then when you are ready, that child will come through another child again. So nobody ever gave me anything for free. All my friends, no, and I cannot come and go and say because they are millionaires, they have a lot of money, I'll carry my responsibility and go and give it to them. It's not possible. I don't know if you understand me. It's not possible for me to carry my responsibility. You can see my fingers. This is homelessness. Look at. I will get to this finger. It's because of look at how my hand look cold. I'm going to look for a picture. to put before and after on the cover of this picture, so that you will see how my hand look when I'm not homeless and inside the code, being used for your pedophile stalking, predating, sexy sex addiction game, that you bastard, not men enough men, you are going to die woefully outside my space if you are involved in this shit. I know men that are not involved in this shit. They are on social media, they're on real ground. They stand on my behalf when I'm there and when I'm not there. Men. Like I know women that are not into this pedo shit, they are there standing behind, directly or indirectly. So the rest of you that say you will not leave my name alone, you are going down whether you like it or not. I'm nobody's mommy, be warned. So let me go back to my story. So I can never expect any of my friends to say because they are millionaires, so they are coming to come and take care of me. They are not my parents. But when you see me dress and I'm in their midst, sometimes you would think the clothes I'm wearing is more expensive than their own. You know why? I go to look for what I want in the most beautiful places, in the most chic places during sales. I put their sales period in my head. Sometimes I travel walking 1 hour 30 minutes to go to the place if I don't have money to spend for tickets. Maybe I will just have only 50 euro with me. I will say if I can get something to buy with this 50 euro in that outlet, then let me just exercise myself and walk. So I will walk from my house, from the town, inside that outlet place. I will not even want to afford to buy 3 euro tickets, because I can think in my head that 3 euro can be needed to finish buying it. So let me just walk. When I finish buying it, if any money is remaining, I can take a bus back home. A whole me, 15 years in Europe, you put me in this shit because you wanted to put me in the hand of one pedophile or the other. You wanted to put me in one of your boxes or the other. You wanted to either put me in the boxes of being entering into the hand of one bastard narcissist that I didn't give birth to, one mammon rejected, dejected moron, roaming around the street looking for second mommy and babysitter. You wanted to put me in their hand, or you wanted me to become an idiot that go to collect sperm, one delulu sperm, to breed children like a lot of these women are single mothers everywhere, or you wanted me to become a drug addict or a drug pusher, like you said, drug addicts and drug pushers all around my life, and I was there healing them, preaching changes to them, or like you wanted me to become an alcoholic. I was removing alcoholics from the streets. Like now you are telling people that the way I look like an alcoholic. You see this my body. When you say super sensitive, I've never seen anybody like my body. I have never seen. I don't know if you can see the lump inside my ear. There is something, so it has gone down. Little tiny diseases or germs like this, and my body will just start swelling up. It reacts so fast, especially when I'm not on antibiotics. This is why I'm always very careful with my body. So you cannot put me on the street like this for 15 years. You will think you will humiliate me. Then I will not be a fool tomorrow. And I know what you've done to me, and I'm aware of what you are still doing to me, especially this financial abuses of seizing my job. Then tomorrow I will not be a fool. I'm going to say, hey, I want to try and be in a relationship with nobody. I said no till I die. There are people respecting my decision. They know I've seen too much from you, human race. As long as there are people respecting it, the rest of you will align and follow. So like I was saying, I will take my time. I will go to this outlet. I say I had a coat that I wear. I see a lot of people wear very similar to me, because I know a lot of people you imitate me, you photocopy me. I hear that a lot of you dress the way I dress or the way I like to dress. I see many people sometimes they just dress like me and pass me. I will just laugh. I used to dress like this, or sometimes I dress like that or like that. That coat, I wore it for at least 7 years. Do you know how much I bought it? 19 euro. It was a Japanese brand. I tell you, the coat or the jacket, it was longer below my knee, and it was just one button. I now sewed by myself, and I customized it and added a couple of buttons to it. And then the same coat as well was light like this. You see how light this sweat shirt is, light like this, but when you put it on your body, it will take away every cold that will ever come near your body. I don't know the kind of material they used to make that. It was a Japanese brand. I bought it at the outlet. So I organized myself. I know I don't have money. You took my job from me. You always make sure you kept me jobless. You were telling people to come and tell me, Adora, you have tried fashion, you have tried theater, you have tried music writing, you have tried music production, you have tried clothes making, you have tried shoe making, you have tried bag making, you have tried everything. And since anything is not working, just settle down with a man and just marry me. Me. will betide anybody that will ever think that bullshit towards me to say you want to be in a relationship with me. Me, especially now when I'm in my 30s. I'm no longer the child you used to rape. I'm no longer the teenager that you raped all my life in this Europe like you did to me in Africa. I'm no longer that person that you have used and they all think you are going to go free. See, a word is enough for the wise. You see, this time, I can take a motherfucker down. I am not going to be your escort that will be sitting with men to give them emotional desire of being in their presence for money. I am not going to be your sister. I'm not going to be your mother. I'm not going to be your babysitter. I'm not going to be your mommy. I'm not going to be your partner. All your wishes that you have wished towards me, you'll take it back to where you come from. Then for you artists as well, you see my artistical stuff 360 degrees. All belongs to me. The only thing you will be doing is you will be watching when I make any of my clothes, my jacket, my bag, my shoe. I will wear it. I will use it to pepper you. I will put it on social media. You will see it, not for sale. Exclusively 1 or 2 for me, myself, and I alone. Not for sale. Go and buy your Chanel, your Gucci, your Dolce & Gabbana. Spend your money elsewhere. I don't want your miserable. See, I'm too sensitive at this point of my life and that time. I don't even want another person another person's patriotic. Like when you people try to project, oh, she wants to be independent, she wants to own her home brand. Fuck you. I don't want to own a brand that people will bring their money. You can't patronize me. If you are that good, patronize your friends. Patronize other people. Adora don't want to be patronized. So when you see me continue updating my Maison Adora clothes, my clothing line for everything I'll be creating that has to do with my creativity, your job is to be watching, unlocking, calculating your lies with your Arab Amanda Les Buddha for the next 58 years till you die in rejection for nothing. I'm telling you, don't say I didn't tell you. The only thing you will be hearing also with your ear is my music when I put it out there. As I'm here now, this phone that I'm managing, it has more than 100 songs here. If I want to cough 100 songs today or tomorrow, I dedicate today, tomorrow, I release 100 songs, I have it. But I will release it when I want. When I fucking want, you will hear it. But you see my 9 to 5 job, my 9 to 5 normal job, leave it for me. Leave it for me. It's been 15 years you put me on this routine. It's enough. You will carry independent women. You will break them to trash. You men, you see, you pussy men, you low self-esteem, inferiority complex, not men enough. You bum men. You useless. I don't know what to call you or your mothers because you're actually reflections of those useless women that carry you 9 months inside their belly. It's not like mother like sons. Like father like sons. It's like mother like sons. You are reflections of your dumb mothers, graceless mothers, useless mothers, wiseless mothers, perfectless mothers, divineless mothers. Your mothers are just trashes. This is why you are on the street pedo-clowning. Because if your mothers were graced women, their graced sons will not be on the streets pedo-clowning. I was telling a security guard yesterday that the problem on this earth is women. They don't close their legs from generations to generations. They are the ones, if you want to breed a human being, the only thing you need from a man is a sperm. The ovary, the placenta, the uterus, the womb, the women own it. From generations to generations. Since this world has existed, they own everything. So if these women today now come together to do women empowerment, feminism, are they not ashamed to be coming together to be doing feminism, women supporting womenism, against their own generational sons of the earth, which are these men, these sons that grow up to be these miserable men, these sons that grow up to be this low self-esteem among us, these the same sons that created this pedophilia called pandemic of manipulation, sexism, stalking, predating directly and indirectly, smear campaign, fly monkeying, 5G, watching people's emotion. Like I'm talking, you are all there with your phone, you are calculating my emotion with your colors and your 5G saying, I don't know how many G your G has got into. The men that created this bullshit from generations to generations and still advancing it and still keeping it up, they were bettered by who? Carried inside the womb by who? Because till now, I've never ever had a biological man carry a baby inside of him. It's not possible. You women, you are their mothers. Then you will not come together and come and be doing women empowerment program, women empowerment organization, feminism. What is the meaning of that bullshit? You forget you bet these sons. This is why when I see you carry your sons like head like this, my son. In my mind, I'm like, you better carry that son like that also when he's an adult, because later they'll be roaming on the street like miserable mammon, pervert, psychopaths, looking for second mommy, like people like me to take care of their miserability when I'm not their mother. There are a lot of people like me that never had childhood. From the age of 3, I was teaching adults and children how to read and write, teaching them everything around me. I never had a childhood. We are tired. We are tired of taking care of your children and your sons. I'm talking to you useless women that can't close your smelly punanis, that can't close your legs, street dogs, street odds, akuna, that are out there doing escorts, doing any affairs indirectly or indirectly. We are tired of all of you. We child-free, we pet-free, we celibate and single by choice that have been helping you bring up your pedophilic children from generations to generation, your damaged entity children, joining you to do this Arab Amond Ales Buddha. Manipulative, sexist, diddler games that you are all playing. We are tired. Our peace of mind, our celibacy, single by choice, must be respected on this set. We are tired. So, because when you come together to come and be doing, are you not ashamed of yourselves? Well, let me leave that one for on one side. So, as I was saying, since you put me on this routine, like you have told your slaves to come and tell me that if I don't agree for anybody, that's me, I will not get a job. I'm glad I'm in Sweden. I've never been in a situation like this where they will not come and say, go and bring evidence, we want to see. I brought evidence. They say bring 6 to 20 jobs. I gave them 3 pages. They were shocked. As I'm here, I'm carrying above 200 jobs I've searched for. I've been taking care of myself and people since I was a child. I just told you since the age of 3. So you cannot come and portray me as a lazy person and reduce me to this because you want to belittle me. You want to put me in a situation of homelessness, joblessness, humiliation, that I will not begin to have low self-esteem, inferiority complex. Hey, homie, you wish. For me to not bow down and give myself to a rubbish called relationship, societal mental slavery. One of the factors of societal mental slavery is relationship. They say you need a bet, you need a relationship to be validated, you need a pet to be validated, you need to bet to be validated, you need a certificate, a title, or degree to be validated, you need a religion, you need to be in a political party, you need to be traditionalist to be validated, you need to be one bullshit or the other to be all of them man-made bullshits. Made by who? Human beings that have skin like me. Made by who? Human beings that were bettered by women that have pussy and womb like me. For what? Then I will not bow to it. For what? Me, I'm just looking at all of you because really, it's going to be another 58 sweet years more to come. Just look at me. Look at me. See, you know why? You know why I'm documenting this? I'm enjoying this as well because it will give me more joy to my everlasting boundary that I put since March 2023 between me and all of you. I've told you there are people respecting my boundaries. There are people that are respecting the fact that it's a no for eternity. The rest of you will follow. I talk to people on the streets that I don't know. I communicate to people on the street that I don't know. We stand, we gist, we say hello, we say hi, we conversate, and then at the end, you say bye-bye, I say bye-bye, you go your way, I go my way. But that will happen if your energy is cleaner enough for me to conversate with you. It will happen if there is a reciprocated politeness that will not have anything to do with any kind of your pedophilic sexist attraction or affairs. Because I cannot even say hi to somebody again without you don't take it to one relationship lying bullshit place or the other. Anything any simplest gentleness, that gentility you show to people, politeness you show to people, respect you, this blood clot thing is sexual attraction. Up to I've noticed that you even bring little children of 13, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. Me, I'm old enough to be all this one. I'm old enough to be their mother. You will bring them around me. Sometimes it's even their mothers that bring this delulu because you are tired of your responsibility that you fucked and did this missionary. You want to come and give me baby to be taking care of you, to be taking care of your baby. Talk less of full-grown adult man. That your life have been rejected from places to places. You want to come and bring your rejection. I don't care. I've told you your own pussy be to Obama, Trump, and your Musk, and all your rich and miserable billionaire on this earth cannot talk to the shadow of my shit. Talk less of you, wretched idiots under them. When I'm talking now, a lot of you are taking your pictures there. She's very ugly. Look, I see. Forget this ugliness. When you can see through what you call ugliness, you will know how divine I am. You will know no divinity has ever existed like me on this earth and will ever exist. Never. I'm not the one that say people should not know yourself. Let me even tell you, I've not even brushed my teeth this morning. I just put wet sleeves. I ate what you have calculated with your CCTV pedal devices. I ate granola, I ate bread, because before I got to the homeless shelter, they were closed. So I stayed in one train station yesterday. So I ate bread, I ate granola, I bought one, I don't know whether to call it liver or meat whatsoever, they made it some pork. I just put it on the bread, I ate it together. I don't know. This is what I ate. I'm on the street. I didn't bait yesterday. I baited yesterday. Today I did not bait, because the place where I'm baiting, I don't know what to say. The homeless people's shelter, I go to drag with them. I'm going to fight them for. Is their shelter? Me that has document, that is not a refugee, I'm going there to drag their things with them, when I'm supposed to be going there to contribute for them. Then you not tell me to homeless like this, jobless, you are humiliating me, happy with this, you're having fun like you have done to your entire human race. Me, when you did it to yourself, did I participate? When they did this rubbish to all of you, bomb fools, your fellow human being that can't give you oxygen, did this to you, just to prove that nobody is perfect, and they made all of you commit one crime or the other that they are using to tell you are not perfect. When they did it to all of you, did I join them? No. So I don't see any reason why you should join them to do it to me, and then you will think I will be a fool that tomorrow will not come and be acting like nothing. Me, I don't act female. I've seen that you call yourself Caitlin and Jerry's, you get Clarin, you call yourself many names that you call yourself. It's your children that are those names. Your children will be your Arab, Amanda, Les, Buddha, Anna, Didla, whatsoever, princess, star, celebrity, idol, your partner, your child giver to give birth to your delulu offspring that will help you continue your legacy of miserability of your bloodline. It is your children that will be your whosoever that you nominate, not me. Did I bet? This is why I'm begging people that have not betted yet. Don't bet. No. Don't give these people children legacy of pedophilic bloodline to continue this. I'm a survivor of this, your pedophilic manipulation for 30 years now. You do it two ways. You put some people are being manipulated and pushed into the hand of narcissist as partner, or you will say you do them one thing or the other, fuck dog, fuck rat, fuck or push drug or do drug one thing or the other to give them fame, or prostitute or go and strip in a strip club one thing or the other to give them fame. Then you have the children that are also victim of the same pedophilia that you manipulate some of these adults to go and rape. Me, I have been that child since the age of 1 year old plus, teenager, even as an adult. Then on top of that, now you are still giving me homelessness abuse since teenage years to now 15 years in Europe. See, if you people do to yourselves, everybody on this world, you put yourselves together, you do to yourself a drop of what you have done to me, I swear, no, you will all not survive it. I'm not joking. Everything you've done to me, if you do a drop of all to all your human race, you will not survive. This is why when I wake up in the morning, I see these women pushing baby pushers everywhere. I feel like slapping them. You all need to be castrated, because as evil and as damaged as this earth, there are a lot of you carrying your delulu children everywhere. You are victims of one narcissistic stranger manipulator or the other. You are joining them to also manipulate other women. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Tomorrow you will say men. If men are doing it, we already know that biologically men are dogs. And when I call men dogs, they say, I don't remember you have a father. Did I tell you I exempted my father from the dogs? He's the number one dog. Do you know how many women he has? My siblings, they are sparse everywhere. The ones we know, the ones we don't know are more than the ones we know of our siblings. But I will never talk to all of them, both friends, both so-called family members. They are all dead to me. They are all behind this pedophilic shit, keeping a hold me like this. Then you think tomorrow you will not come at me? I've told all of you, you will give me a justification that will be as powerful as giving me oxygen to justify all of this. Because if not, you see me, I don't want to hear your excuse. Just keep your excuse to yourself. Keep your explanation to yourself. Keep your story to yourself. Keep your sorry to yourself. Keep your apologies to yourself. You see this ear? I don't want to hear it. If it is not going to be as valid as something that can give me oxygen that I'm breathing, you see this? If it can't give it to me, forget it. Me, I've left all of you in the past. You're in March 2023 since then for me. I'm not angry with anybody. As you can see, I'm always in my space, minding my business. my peace business, continuously surviving what you are putting me through, what you've been putting me through since the age of 1, being raped by a Muslim, Christian, unbeliever, men, women, white, Arabic, Asiatic, black, from the age of 1 till all my life, 30 years plus. You are not tired. Rape, sexual abuses, and assault. Yet I am still polite to people. Yet when I talk to people, they wonder how come is she this sane in her mind? She's still this polite. She can still carry herself the way it's my grace. This is why I tell people, don't compare your grace to my grace. Don't compare your grace to anybody's graces. Don't do it. Don't ever do it. Because if they give your entire human race a drop of what you have done to me, you will all not survive it. And I've been suffering on behalf of you people while you were also doing this evil to me as well. It's been a long time coming. So like I was saying, when you back to people that I want to continue to teach things, you don't need to have the money or all the money on this earth to be able to travel. I've told you, remove yourselves from that box of white, Arabic, Asiatic, blacks that this bomb pussy brigade to Obama, Trump, Elon Musk, Biden, Python, Bebude. What do they call them? I don't know their names because they're beginning to irritate me that I don't even know how to pronounce their name properly anymore, and I don't give a fuck. Like your bomb pussy, political, traditional, religious leaders, fucking children and dogs and animals in churches, in mosques, in Buddhist, in this center, their traditional places, their political places. They pass your celebrity from one billionaire to the other. One, I don't know, even your LGBT is being sponsored by the same pedophiles that run this entire shit, and you LGBT, you can't say you know pain and be involved in this shit. I even wrote a song. I told you I'm going to change the lyrics and I will whip all of you around, because I wrote that song particularly to justify and to defend LGBT, because I've had LGBT friends, I've had trans friends, I've had gay, I've had bi, I've had all kind of. I tell them, it's your life, especially those ones that want to go and start doing transing. I tell them, don't do it, because the moment you start taking those hormonal drugs into your system, do drag queen, dress like a tomboy, dress how you like, as long as you are not offending or killing or hurting anybody. But the moment you start taking those injections into your stomach, into your body, you are giving yourself problem. Because it will touch you mentally, emotionally, psychologically. See, I've seen a lot of people the transition. They do transition from maybe boy to girl, girl to boy, then they transition back to their original. See, I'm telling you, it's never the same. It's never the same. So I always warn them. I've been on this earth many times. Sometimes I sit down and I see things people can't see. I'm not lying. So I always tell them, don't do it. Dress like a tomboy. You can dress, but don't do that drug. If you start taking injections, hormonal injection, you are tempering a lot of stuff. So back in the days, I used to support everybody. Now, no, because as long as I'm aware that you LGBT that say you know pain, you know discrimination, you are part of using my mental health, my sanity with your useless human race, especially those Christians and Muslims that are child fuckers, child marriers in hidden places and open places. I keep asking myself, how can you say you are religious? How can you say you are religious and you are practicing a pedophilia of using people's sanity, mental health, lives? You put them on the street, you watch them with pedophile CCTV devices, or you send your predators and your stalkers on the street. What does your God preach? Please, I want to know. So you are a reflection of pedophilia, which means your gods are pedophilia in person. Because if those your gods were not fairy tale fake god, they should be slapping the hell out of all of you to let you know what you are participating in is evil. This is pure evil. You can't be part of this shit directly and indirectly and not tell me you are mentally unstable. You are not mentally unstable. You are sick. So are your fake gods that you all believe in. Because you can't say you believe in an entity that is that powerful like you people claim. And the entity will be watching you. Follow your other human beings, whether your Allah, your Jesus, your Buddha, your whosoever. Watch you do this thing to your fellow human being. And will not whoop you a slap to correct your brain and say, why are you disgracing the name of your God? This is not right according to your religion. Where are those your gods? They are nowhere to be found. Now you want to lower my battery because I'm talking and I'm exposing you. This is what they always do. No problem. No problem. I'm almost done. So I just wanted everybody to know what you are continuously putting me through. Yesterday they were laughing at me. No, before I go there, let me just quickly say about the next Flixbus or all those multiple country traveling bills. You don't need millions to do it. 50 euro back then. Even now, I went to Copenhagen the other day, I paid 7 euros. If you even buy it like 1 week or a couple of days before, you can get it 3 euro or even 4 euro. You organize your journey. Move. You don't need to know anybody in any place to move. Hotels and hostels, you can share hostels with people. You keep your things. You have a bag you carry across your neck like this. That one, you put your passport, your important documents inside that one. Okay, the remaining things you can put it inside the box, you padlock it. It can still be not very safe, but in these hostels they usually have lockers where you can fix your little important things or box inside. You own a padlock in the supermarket, 3, 4 euro, 5 euro, you buy one. Me, I have 2 padlock inside my bag all the time. So you move with these things. You move from place to place. You orientate yourself. Remove yourself from white, Arabic, Asiatic, black race. These are the same pedophiles that created this entire pedophilia you are all practicing from generations to generation. Nominated all of you into different group of white, Arabic, Asiatic race. They want to control everything. The wealth Mother Nature gave all of us, they're sitting on top of it. And you people, you are aware, you continue to elect them traditionally, politically, religiously, from generations to generation. You keep sitting on top of your head. They all eat together and drink together behind us. I've told you, I've been in places. My leg have entered governors' houses where Miss World are, Miss Universe, Prince and Princesses, everything. My leg have entered. I've seen everything. I'm telling you, if you like, you believe me. If you like, you don't believe me. It's your life. But me, I'm telling you, since you all know they are like this, your job is to be positive in your own part. Life is not difficult. Like I was trying to tell this guy the other day when I was telling him about my own process and how I have been putting up with myself this few months I've been in Sweden. Buy your tickets, travel. It's not, you organize yourself. Orientate yourself, know more culture, learn 1 or 2 basics from other culture, eat good food, travel. The day your breath ceases, nobody's coming 6 feet with you. Nobody, you go there alone. So if you want to continue to let people that can't give you oxygen tell you are white, Arabic, Asiatic, black, you are Arab, Amanda, Les, Buddha, Anna, you are Didla, you are this, it's your life, do what you like with it. That one apart. So me, with the little money I've always been permitted to have, because if I've worked right now, from 15 years ago till now, at least more than 500,000 should be in my bank account. I should not be here. I will not be grabbed in the house on routine. Like when you put me on the street, people grab my house and my breast. I'm talking, you have people laughing outside. Did I bet? I did not bet. My ovary will not come and experience this. Those of us that is not bet, our children will not come and experience it. Me, I will only pity for the 1% innocent people out there that will be suffering and surviving all of this. It's not my problem. I'm just talking for those innocent 1%. So here, the rest of you can go to hell. You and your bastard offsprings. You can fuck yourself and kill yourself. I don't give a fuck. Come and make me. Until you become oxygen, I've told you. Laugh your laugh. The same way me and my ovaries. And those of us that did not bet for you to be using for your generational pedophilic legacy, we'll be laughing at you for the next 58 years. That is another one. So I was telling these people that sold my tent for me with a very good price. One of the guys, I was telling him that this is what I've done. I didn't reply his message during the festive period because I did not just want all those too much festivity, connection, because I'm also not a Christian anymore, and I know it probably is. So I just took myself a little, because all this explanation came from when you are too polite to people, they'll say, oh, it's flirting. You show kindness to somebody, flirting. Respect to somebody, flirting. This is the same way me I look at you when I see your children jumping on top of you, your sister's children, your uncle's children, your neighbor's children jumping on top of you. I see that you are thinking it's flirting. When nobody is there, you go and rape and molest them. You think your own, I think my own. When I also see you with dogs, I think the same thing with you too. So if you think it's only you one that can trash talk, me I have trash mouth, I can trash you, put you 6 feet, your even therapy will never ever cure you. That is another one. So I was telling him, I said, me, I already prepared my stuff of buying my house. He said, "Oh, you have money to buy your house." I said, "I don't really have money to buy my house." Like I told my real estate agents, I was even looking at some houses they sent me, amazing, beautiful, fabulous, and I was very happy that they haven't bought 3 of them. It's still available. Like I told him, like I told my agents, I don't have a job yet. I don't even have 1 cent to my name. The money I'm using to survive, there are debt money I need to be paying back that I've not paid 1 cent back. But in the meantime, I've done my, projects. I was at the bank in Germany, and the same thing I explained to them here is equally the same thing. So when you have a job of 2,000, they tell you maybe from 2,000 and above, or maybe from 2,000 and to a certain point that you need, then they will tell you the percentage the bank is going to give you. So for example, if you have 2,000 to 2,300 euro a month, which is 23,000 or 24,000 krona, yes, and a month, the bank will tell you, okay, when you have your 20%, how much is the house you want to buy? Then maybe the house is like a 100,000 euro, which is around 102 or 100, I don't know, 3 or 5,000, 5 million krona. And then they will tell you, okay, you bring your 20%, the bank will give you 80%. I know he was shocked when I was telling him. I've done this calculation 2022 when I was ready to buy my house. I made my project already. That was when I wanted to do my Italian passport. I went to carry affidavits, to prepare affidavits. I went to the court, everything. I was just preparing my passport, and I asked myself, do you really want to have Italian passport and live here? I know I'm eligible for it, but do I want it? No, I threw everything away. So if I wanted my Italian passport, just like I worked for my own unbefisted, 3 a.m. in the morning, going to clean for your anorexic children and clean the blood of people that had blood issue, I would have had my Italian passport by now. So if I don't have your Italian passport, it's because I don't need it. So if you would go and do Italian passport on my behalf, you Italians, I will put fire. Please, I'm begging you, don't do any passport I did not ask. I will go and request my passport by myself. I have my hand, I'm independent, 9 to 5 working person for eternity. My artistical stuff is out of all of this. I own myself, I own my peace, I own my independence for eternity. And anybody that want to dispute that bullshit, fuck around and find out. So like I've said, I told this guy, I said, see, I did this project already since years ago. When I go to Germany, I presented it, me and my bank agent there, we talked about it, and she was very proud of me. We made our estimates and everything. She was like, you need to have like at least 2,000 euro and above salary every month. Then you bring, in 2 years time, if you're able to gather 20,000 euros, you come, the bank will give you 80,000. Then you take your 100,000, you buy your house. Then when you finish buying your house, every month from your 2,000 or 2,300 job, the bank will take a little percentage from the money, like rates back, with some extra bank percentage to top it up. We did the calculation already. The same thing I went to my real estate agency, the 2 places I went to. The same thing we talked about as well. So I told this guy, say, you don't have to have the money to say you want to buy a house. You project. You make your projection, you work towards it. Yes, your mother, your father don't have to be big to buy my, like, or when they see me carry my MacBook out, people's hair just like this. I didn't buy nobody gave it to me. Both this MacBook, I'm not a privilege. I worked in the supermarket, I paid it 1 year. I paid my MacBook 1 year. You can do everything if you want to. It's just dedication. Don't let anybody come and tell you because you are not the child of Bill Gates, Obama, Trump, Elon Musk, and those rich and miserable crook celebrity or the idiots roaming the streets. If the same way you have rich and miserable, poor and miserable are everywhere, and all of you must not come near me. I don't give a fuck. You have to know how to stand your ground. You have to know how to know that you even if you are not those people's children, you can still live the happiest life that you need, that you want, in your own little space. When I bring out my MacBook, people's eyes will just be like this. Don't look at me like that. I walked to the supermarket to get it. They bring out my computer like this, they'll just be thinking, one year, I paid it little by little. I was patient. This is how you live in life. Because I saw on YouTube, they started putting price on their beats. It was free before. Because anytime they see that I want to do something for myself, they will look for a way to block it. They just wanted to box me in that place where I will be so broken mentally, emotionally, psychologically. They will now manipulate me to the hand of one of your victims. Oh, did this happen? Call me gorilla. You say I'm monkey. Gorilla, chimpanzee. Oh, did anyone walk? No. They don't fall into any of your category. No, you have not started yet. The audacity. You can't give me oxygen, you want to box me as who? You want to define me as who? You take my job away from me for 15 years in this Europe as who? As who? Look at me. So I'm just telling you people, work for yourself. When I saw that they started putting money on their YouTube beats, I couldn't even take free beats again to make my music. Even if every time I take their music, I always write their names. They took it away. I said, okay, but I warned them. I said, if I ever dare to start producing my music 360 degrees, I will not use any of your beats again. Since when did you see me go to YouTube to take any beat again? My lyrics, at the age of 7, I wrote my first song. I've told you, bring out any artist that has never had a mother, a father, a sister, a uncle, that didn't even go to any musical school or had anybody in their family member that was a musician. I wrote a song by him or his or herself without the help of anybody around them at the age of 7. Nobody. It is me alone, Batos. So when you talk of writing, I write my things by myself. If you see my poem book in Africa, pages upon pages upon pages upon pages upon pages, all of them songs. I don't know where they are. Now maybe the people that will even see it or get in touch with it with Africa can sell it to some people and it will be blown song and many. See, I'm telling you, amazing. I've been writing. Go and ask now since I was a child. So I told them, I said, I write my song on a normal day by myself. Even when I'm going to produce a beat with somebody, I write my beats by myself. I go to the studio. If there is a possibility of me and this producer to work together, I tell them, give me They give me 3 minutes. Then I had the remaining one. I tell them, give me ta 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 ta. Then I tell them, give me they give me ta 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 ta. I create my things by myself, even when I did not have a computer. So I told them, I said, if I buy my computer, I will produce my things 360 degrees alone. And I will remove it from, see, this is what I did. I worked in the supermarket. I bought my fucking computer. Now I don't only, my lyrics from babyhood, I've been writing it by myself. My beats, I make it by myself. My production by myself. Everything now, 360 degrees belongs to me. Hello. The same way I've been warning people to remove my name from this your pedophile game, you have not been listening. I started blocking all your celebrities. Now all your celebrities, or is there any celebrity I've not blocked yet? I've blocked all of you. Every single one of you. From your first class to your lowest class, I blocked you. It's even the new artists that I don't even know their name that I leave. I don't give a fuck. All your known, I block all of you. And now, I don't have respect for any of you because I'm continuing to know over and over again that you are all behind this. You are not ashamed of yourself. They gave you fame to be fucking dog, cat, rat, that one thing or the other, do drug, prostitute, stripper, or you are escort for all these imams that give a top model Olosho Igbeyagia 1 million for a coffee date, those sexy sex addict child marriers. All of you, like the ones in the churches, mosques, Buddhist and Hindu center, fucking kids and everything, using little boys and girls to do escort behind us. You've all done all of this to become famous. Drug addict, drug pusher, everything. Did I do anyone? No. They pushed some of you to even give birth to the little you did not want to give birth. Were they able to survive on me? No. Then you are joining the now I'm aware. You want me to respect you. I don't respect any of you again. I don't. See me, when I see person finish, when I see you for who you are, I can't unsee you. I'm like that. So, and I've been warning you people you don't want to hear. These days now I've been hearing in my what do they call it, zone, or in my vicinity, Kenda since yesterday. Kenda, Rihanna and Leo and Ahmed. See, let me tell you, see this full name, if you don't leave my name alone, whoa, we will tide you. Go, we will tide all of you. And all your celebrities they've been calling around me. Your Beyonce, your Madonna, your Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars, many Cardi B, Shakira, all the time. They even Balotelli, that ugly gorilla. I don't know. Yes, you call me gorilla. Me, I still call him gorilla. That ugly motherfucker. All your Neymar, many Messi, all this names. See, stay away from me. I'm not one of you. The things you did to get to that position, me, I've not done anyone. I don't want you to come and contaminate me with your generational and your fame, miserability, and the things that you have done to get to where you are. So if I can talk to your celebrity like this, you poor and miserable idiots that have said the shadow of the shit of Bill Gates had together with all this celebrity, with Elon Musk, Biden, Putin, I don't know, Trump money, or can't talk to the shadow of my shit. You poor and miserable roaming the streets, You must remove my name from your mouth too. If I can talk to your rich and miserable and your celebrities miserable like this, the rest of you, I don't know who you think you are. Because if you come and think, oh, she does not want people that are famous, she does not want rich people, you are mad. Sufferhead will kill you. So you think I will leave the status of runners and shakers of these heads, rich and miserable, to come and belittle myself with you poor and miserable nobody, nameless, no name nobody, where we will tide you. You will go back to where you come from. Everybody is banded outside my space. I don't give a fuck. Politeness is not likeness. Your church and your mosques, they are the number one pedophiles inside this bullshit. I know they don't have shame. They are hypocrites. They are blind. The occultic kingdom they belong to, the cult tradition or religion, they've blinded them with it. That one is their problem. Everybody, remove my name from your bullshit. I don't care whether you are Arab Amanda Les Buddha. I don't care whether you are Anna Didla. Remove my name 360 degrees from your entire pedophilia. I am not one of you. Be one. Please, with this being said, for those of you that say me, I'm hiding my hand, of course, I will go and look for a picture to put as the cover so that you see it very well. So as I live outside, look at my hand. It's even better now. It looks fine now. It's really, really fine now. It's fine now. Yesterday, it was horrible, so I'm going to put the picture of yesterday. Today is even good. Look at, you said I'm hiding my finger. I wear my gloves all the time because it's cold. It's -1, 0, 1 all the time. What do you expect me to do? Hey, we see your whole. I'm going to put my fine hand and my homeless hand so that you will compare it together. And you must know that I only use dermatological cream. I don't use any other cream. If it is not dermatologically tested, I don't use it because my body is super sensitive. Anything that happens, I blame myself later. So for me not to blame myself later, before I buy the cream, I make sure I read it. It is dermatologically tested so that in the future I will not be having any problem with thinking it's the cream that is giving me problem. So you see all these things you are seeing. This is from my ring. This place that is black like this is from my ring. This is my ring. I was wearing it in that hand, so I have to change it because it was the homelessness. Yes. Then I've shown you my leg the other day. Let me show it to you today because if you think you want to emulate me, I will give you platform to emulate yourself. These are the more reason why I will never forgive any of you. You see my leg is swollen. You can see how swollen my leg is. You want to emulate me, right? Look at this is me, a whole me. Look at my finger. Look at my leg. This is from wearing too much shoe. This is from wearing too much shoe. Look at. Let me show you the back. Look at a whole me. A whole me. My happiness will be giving you me all my life. Even when I did not have money, I made sure I took care of myself. Look at. I made sure I always took care of my fucking self. I made sure I always took care of my fucking self. Smell good. Ask people about me. When they pass me, I smell like paradise. Since I was a child, it's not what I started as a teenager. Since I was a child, when you pass me, I smell like paradise. Now as I'm talking, my phone, my card, the debt money they sent to me, all finished. I had to go and my earring they stole. The other one that they left for me, I went to go and exchange it for money. So if you think you are going to humiliate me, to give me low self-esteem, inferiority complex for me to now come and belittle my divineness and start having self-pity on myself and say, oh, I can't do it, I can't take care of myself, I need a man. That man will fuck your mother, he will fuck your daughters, he will fuck your sisters, he will fuck your granny, dog will fuck you, rat will fuck you, cat will fuck you, will fuck your children, will fuck your mother, your father, your entire bloodline. Rat, cat, goat, animal, they will fuck your bloodline. Especially you uncircumcised crayfish Dick Ahmed. Whoa, we will side you. My first rapist, a Muslim. You will say you want to come near me at my age in my 30s. Talkers of you Christians that join them right after to rape me above 10 times. I'm talking, you see these Muslims, baby Olosho, baby prostitutes. They are there doing Arab. You can hear them on the background. These are the baby prostitutes that this useless, uncircumcised crayfish Dick Ahmed child marriers, terrorists, they send on the streets to come and try me. You can hear their voices under this video because when you people are done doing this, you will think this is a joke. See, I'm telling you, go and ask in Berlin. I beat one Ahmed up. He raised his hand on me when I was that motherfucker slap. He fell to the ground. You know what I told him? I said, you will never raise your hand on any woman in your life, whether a Muslim or no Muslim. The slap I gave that Muslim bitch ass motherfucker, he will never forget me in his life. See, as I'm here, I can take a motherfucker down. I will use you as my scapegoat for the entire 30 years plus I've been raped on this earth and sexually abused, even by women with hijab like their mothers. Those pedophiles, prostitutes, or losho dog fuckers, that eat pussy with hijab. Hypocrites, like the sons that fuck and marry children that you breed. Just like they do in their Vaticans, their church, their mosque, their Buddhist and Hindu center. You think this is a joke? Did I bet? Did I bet? There are people like me that are celibates, single and proud by choice, pet-free and friend-free. We don't need anything to validate us on this earth. You see these little baby prostitute girls, Gen Z, those of you that have ear, look at your Gen Z here. They are laughing. This is why I'm telling you not to breathe. This is why I'm telling you to take your time to travel the world and enjoy what Mother Nature have given to you. Because when you breathe, you see the children of these baby prostitutes working for this stalker predator, not men enough, and useless lesbians. They will be using your children for this pedophilia. So they said I was hiding my hands and my leg. I've shown you my hands and my leg. You want to laugh at me very well. But I will make sure I put a picture of before and after so that you will compare it very well. Because if they put your blood clot offspring and your children through this for 15 years of homelessness on routine, rape, sexual abuse is on routine, and above 30 years of rape in their Africa, they're pedophile Africa where they fuck children in mansions, in their governors' houses with their political, religious, traditional leaders, Christians and Muslims, and you have their colonial masters' children come and join them. If they do this to you, none of you will be alive. So with this being said, I just wanted to round it up. So like I told that guy, you don't need to have money in your hand to buy your house. If you know the kind of job you can work, when you work a certain kind of job for 1 year, 2 years, you can gather your advance money percentage, you take it to the bank will give you the remaining one, then from your remaining ongoing salary, your bank will take their little percentage from the money they gave you to buy your house. You will live. See, I told them strictly, I want a house for me, myself, and I. I gave them the level and the length of the house that I want. I told them not above 40 meters square. It's me, myself, and I. When I raise my couch, the dirt I'm cleaning is only Adora's dirt. Dirt. When I'm washing my plates, when I'm cooking morning and afternoon and night, I'm not changing any smelly baby pampers. I will not be picking bossa spoon after anybody. I will not be cooking my morning, afternoon food and be cooking for one dusty crusty that I didn't give birth to. It is me, myself, and I. The association where I've known now and the old women that I will go and be looking for that don't have children, they don't have pets inside the old village to eat typical Swedish food and all the worldwide food, they are waiting for me out there. This homeless association, when I will get my own house, I'll be doing my special chops once everyone go and drop there, why I'm able to help them as well. So with that being said, anybody that will lie on my head, you put me in any of your group, Arab Amanda Les Buddha, your lie that you perpetuate with the food I eat, what I drink, what I wear, why I'm here on the street, surviving 15 years of rape, sexual abuses and assault, on top of financial abuses and assault, what will tide your bloodline? It will tide you in the morning, in the afternoon and night. You will never know peace, you will never know joy, you will never know light, you will never know goodness, you will never know greatness, you will never know perfectness, you will never know anything good in your life, the life of your children and the life of your entire bloodline, whether man or woman, white, Arabic, Asiatic, black, I don't care where you come from. Woe to all of you with the power of divinity bestowed upon me that I've used to survive rapist Muslim men, rapist Christian men, rapist Arab Amon Ales Buddha men, rapist useless men, and even women with hijab and you so-called Christians in your churches that I've used to survive it from the age of 1 year old plus till now. I use that power bestowed upon me to rain curses on top of all of you involved in this shit, because those of us that did not bet, that are child-free, friend-free and self-sufficient and celibate, we must have peace on this earth. With that being said, you say you want to humiliate me, another video that is worse than this. I will show you more dirty parts of my body and many dirty things that I've been coming in contact with that is giving me more joy for my everlasting boundary that I've put in since March 2023. Because this is how you kill people. You say they were traumatized. It's childhood trauma. Tell them my own is not childhood trauma. It has been 30 years plus you've been doing this to me. Expose yourself by yourself. Hone your crown of pedophilia and stop lying. You just want everybody to be as miserable as you. Hone your crown. As I'm talking, anybody that will put me be in any group, go. If you say you are man enough, you have balls. It's not to be a robin. Talk is cheap. Like women, senoritas, men that are not men enough, not men enough, pussy men, weak ass men, weaklings is what you are. Talk to me direct. Let me whoop your motherfucking house. I will tell you words that even therapy will never ever cure you from. I will use you as scapegoat for those useless women that can't close their legs, that can't stay affairless, or those useless women that are your enabler or your cohort, or those lesbians that are part of you. Talk to me direct. So with that being said, those that have ear here, rewind this video a little bit backward and know that you don't need all the money on this earth. Don't let anybody box you. Anybody that can't give you oxygen should not be telling you what to do with your life. Because if they can't give you oxygen, they ain't shit. Exactly. What did I say? If they cannot give you oxygen, they are not shit. So with that being said, Adora out this bitch. Rubbish.